think we're rolling.
Yeah, I think
we're
we got
trying something new. Jameson's over here.
Yes.
Who's behind the camera?
Noah. Oh, I thought we were gonna have like an invisible man operate it.
Technology. It's like a tiny TV remote with a camera. Anyways, we're gonna try this and see if it works. Hey guys, Pat and Jameson from Elite Action Joe Studios. Welcome to our first questions and answers. So we got quite a few questions. I think all of them, however, I said anything, but most of these, I think all of them are toy related, which is fine.
Given the nature of our channel.
Yeah, of course. I just thought maybe, you know, somebody'd shake it up and ask some crazy, like, you know. Well, actually, one person did. But we'll start with him. So, if you guys are familiar with Lockdown Productions, now I've talked to the gentleman over there. I believe his name is Tony, but he goes by DD. That's what his daughter calls him, so that's what he signs as in the thing. But he had two questions. One of which, well, first asked the toy one.
Yes.
He asked if we'd ever been to JoeCon. Because you guys know, I think it was last week, it was JoeCon. Me and Jay have been watching some of the other channels that filmed as they went, and we wept as they went. Anyway, so we have never been to a JoeCon. We go to a lot of local toy stores, and we've been to one toy show. I was at a Joe convention a long time ago. I can't remember the year, but it was in Houston, and that was my only actually Joe affiliated one. I haven't been since because my wife thought it would be fun to have a gaggle of children. So that's the answer to that. We did have plans to go to the Hershey toy show two summers ago or last summer? Last summer.
I thought it was last summer, yeah.
Last summer we were supposed to meet Cody from Publix. 4583, show him the front of your shirt, by the way. Check this one out.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But anyway, and things happened. We couldn't go. But we are hoping to get there. Probably not going to happen this year now because of this, but one day.
You had to go and all be in a sling now.
Yeah. So, but his other question, based on our last video, was, what is Chili's?
Yes, and obviously intended for me. So.
Which cracked me up. So here is Jameson's answer.
All right, so the answer for you, my friend, is Chili's Grill and Bar is an American casual dining restaurant chain founded by Larry Levine in Texas in 1975. Hope that clears it up. And if you just go to YouTube and search "Welcome to Chili's," you'll understand where it comes from.
Which is interesting because I wonder if Larry was it all related to Don Levine, the father of G.I. Joe. Unless you're a Stan Weston invented G.I. Joe guy. I believe that both are together. But anyway, that's how we get into the channel.
Yep.
I hate Chili's. I was going to go on a rant about how Chili's
I don't even eat at Chili's. I don't
too many airports, and I worked for the airlines for many, many years. A lot of that, I did travel a lot for training. I was part of the training department in Houston, and Chili's.
To be honest, I don't even remember the last time I went to a Chili's. It's just funny to say.
So, all right, so we asked that one. Okay, I think that's our only...
outlier.
Yeah, somebody who asked a, kind of on the rim question. Thank you for that one. Appreciate it. All right, I'll start at the top now. Peter from Skull Reviews asked, what was the first ever 12-inch figure? Would you like to begin on this one?
No, you go ahead.
I would love to. I don't remember exactly if this is right, but when me and my older brother, were younger, we had tons of Joes. But I believe my first was my Sea Adventurer. Now, it's not the one I have because over time I did have, I think, 3 Sea Adventurers because he was my favorite. Only one Joe from my childhood in my collection, Sea Adventure, and I believe the Sea Adventure was my first, but I don't know if that's the first one, so it's kind of a gray area there. But that 99% sure Sea Adventure was my first 12-inch figure.
And that one was one that I definitely knew because you mentioned that before.
Mm-hmm. So yours?
Mine was one that he kind of had to remind me because I was just a wee lad. You know, I actually fit within the frame of a camera at the time.
Yeah.
It was the G.I. Joe from the Challenge at Hawk River set, and it was cool. It had like the raft, the actual big hawk with it, and the grappling hook is what I remember most, I think.
Yes, I remember it well. I was so proud when he opened that little box with his tiny little baby hands and started flying that hawk around. I'm okay. All right, we're going to move on. Next, we are going to go with a question from Matt, from Matt's Creative. It's actually, this is not technically a toy. It's not. He's got a two-parter. First, he asked, what is our favorite places to hike? Now, he's from Oregon. I mean, I don't know originally. He lived there for a long time, just moved to California. Now, me and Jay, as a team, we have a couple places in Erie that we like to hike, and if we go on family trips, we try and find places to hike. So basically, our creek, I would have to say, is our favorite, because that's our main place. We go there probably 20 times a summer, except for this summer where we've gone 0 times, thanks to me. Anyway, I have hiked other places before my wife started deciding to have our children, but now, can't go anywhere.
Hey, I mean, at least you can drag the children about to places.
But the second part of his question, and Matt, I don't have an answer for you. But somebody did see it in the comments, and there is discussions going on. His question was, how can I get into the Axis of Awesome? Well, I'll be honest with you. We don't know. We were granted our membership in sort of, I think it started, Jeff came up with the moniker, and then it's kind of stuck with the core group of guys that got into the
How Far
Will Joe Go contest, and I think that's sort of where it kind of started from. So I believe Tom from SpiderMonkeyFilms is reaching out to Jeff and Adam to see if this discussion can be had. But I don't know. I don't know if it's a club that you can get
Maybe
into, if we're keeping it exclusive. I'm not sure.
That's above our pay grade.
Yeah, it's way above our pay grade. So if I get some conversation, I'll probably talk to Adam this weekend sometime, and I'll see if he's heard anything, and we'll let you guys know if there's going to be, maybe there'll be like a second tier where, because we have that approval stamp now on our videos, and I think if we let too many people in, you would have like a 40-minute
you have nothing but a video of approval.
But we'll see down the line. But thanks for the question, and we'll move to the next one. The Wizard of Witty, Tom from Spider-Monkey. I start laughing just thinking about his videos. Best stop motion in the world. I'll say it. Doesn't matter if it's on the internet, the television, somebody's basement. Tom's the best. I laughed so hard. I still, 2 nights ago, when my wife wasn't feeling it, she went in the bedroom, the kids were in their room. I didn't want to get into the show. I just went back and watched the whole string.
It's so unpredictable.
Can you laugh a little quieter? I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm like, honey, I can't. I'm watching Spider-Man. She was like, oh, all right, I'll wait till you're done. So anyways, so Tom asked a good question. What was your favorite toy growing up besides Joe? And then he prefaced it?
Yeah, prefaced it,
a sub thing saying, not like when you were 16 when some of the stuff might have been illegal, but like 9 or 10 in that area. So,
I'll take it on this one. So my favorite toy for the longest time was always Legos. Just tons of boxes of them, build whatever, whenever.
It's okay to still love them. I've talked to him about his Legos because his room is
basically dedicated.
50% of his room is Lego, but he's smart. He doesn't want, like, he's like, I still love my Legos. I don't sit down and play with them as much, but I still love them. And he has all his ships and stuff. Very cool.
We're not gonna get some Toy Story moment where it's like, oh, look at how sweet he's giving his toys away. No, those are mine.
Yeah. Which is good, because I know going back, and we had some garage sales and stuff, and I would say, there's stuff you definitely want to get rid of, you can sell it and make yourself some money. But I'd always caution him about, most of us know that we had a ton of G.I. Joes and our parents did something with them. So I don't want to be that parent when he's old and go, they made me get rid of my Legos. Now I'm just only surrounded by G.I. Joe. But, no, I'm kidding. I love his Legos. We play Legos every once in a while. I still build Legos with Emma. She's really into them now. I'm her parts puller.
Yeah.
So that's fun. That's that's actually one of our Christmas kind of traditions is me and Jay and Emma will sit at the dining room table after the gifts are open, and they'll build a set. I'll sit with them, and I pull her parts and hand them, make sure so she can't keep up with them because he's just boom, boom, boom because he's been doing it for so long. But she's really good, but I just pull her parts, so I just look at her book and pull the parts and stuff. But so for me, it's hard for me to say because I'm an action figure guy, but growing up we had big Jim. We had some of the smaller stuff that was kind of odd, like Matt Mason, these little astronaut guys that were kind of bendy. I think Marx made them. I'm not sure. Best of the West by Marx. We had a ton of that. We actually had a Marx plant here. Other lines of action figures would have to be my answer. But if I can't go action figure, I would have to say we like to play with Marx. Put out tons of guns, like 1/1 scale, and we would the kids in the neighborhood would have war, cowboys and Indians. It was like 40 kids were cowboys and I was an Indian. I don't think I ever won.
I wonder why.
I bet you those odds would be better now.
Yeah.
But, well, not now, but now. But anyway, so I'd say another action figure line would probably be Best of the West or Big Jim.
I thought of one too. You mentioned before. Remember your Evil Knievel that you would launch with the ramp? Yeah.
Definitely had. You guys have probably seen that on Skunk Works. He's had the GI or the Evil Knievel, and actually SpiderMonkeyFilms has a ongoing series where Evil Knievel's can jump the pond. I asked the other day, Tom wouldn't tell me. I don't know when he's jumping the pond, but he better hurry because I need a fix. I need a fix of Spider Monkey. Anyway, all right. Here we come to Adam. Adam from G.I. Joe: The Lost Chronicles. You guys see his last one? Holy crap. It's awesome. He's getting too big for his britches. Hey, Matt, you might be able to slide in if Adam leaves us for like
for some Hollywood deal.
Yeah, a Hollywood deal or something. But I think I made that joke already, didn't I?
I don't know.
On the last one.
Maybe. That may have been my behind the camera commentary.
Adam's never going to Hollywood. He might direct if they give him something somewhere away from Hollywood, like Walking Dead's done in Atlanta, a lot of things done in Georgia. He would never ever go to California, I don't believe. If he did, they would kick him out. No, I'll take that back. He would kick them out. That's better.
That's better, yeah.
All right, his question is, toy you wanted as a kid but never got.
All right, so mine is a very specific one that I do sometimes think about. It was for the 3 3/4 inch Star Wars action figures. There was a droid troop transport tank thing, and like almost every year for Christmas, I would ask for it. I've wanted it, never got it, and now that I think about it, that probably would have been way too ridiculously sized. Like this huge vehicle, not even a shelf would contain it.
The problem was. For us, our kids' lists would be this long to Santa, like a whole thing. But yeah, I do remember that, and I think we saw it at I don't know where we saw it because I remember you showing it to me. I think it was at a toy show or a yard sale or something. Yeah. But by then you were kind of like, yeah. But for me, I don't know. It had to have been a G.I. Joe set. I don't really remember specifically. Like I know. Codys is the Coils of Doom set. That's why he asked that. That's his big, I never had it. I think, because me and my brother had a lot of stuff, but the only thing I could think of when I was a kid that I really wanted was the pursuit craft that turns into a plane or a land vehicle or whatever. I remember wanting it. I know I didn't have it, but it wasn't like a burning thing that haunts me at night. Because now I have it because my wife and kids got it for me. the only thing I have in my collection, I think, that has a with box.
Yeah, that's right.
It's out of the box, but my box is safely stored, so it's pretty cool. But anyway, all right, Richard Brown. He's still working on your next community spotlight, by the way, but we're getting close because I told him that you said no rush. You understood that we were sick and banged up, and I said that's no excuse. Get it done, boy. And then I punched him in the head and knocked him down the stairs. And he said, okay, tell Richard I'm on. Okay. His question is, now he said, he said, if born in the 60s, which obviously you weren't, but they do still have window sets. So he was wondering about our favorite window box set. So I don't know if you thought of something. I did tip him off on this one and one of the other questions so he could make a note. But I know this one for me. And I don't know why I remember it, but I remember opening, and it was on Christmas, but I don't know which Christmas. Had to have been somewhere between 70 and 74, I would imagine. Was the G.I. Joe Jungle Survival set. And it was really a weird set. It only comes with it's almost the Atomic Man shirt, and like maybe a machete, and it had the yellow radio. And I always thought, I know it's eventually, why yellow radio when you're in the desert surviving? But I don't know. I just remember it, and I think for a long time I wouldn't open it because I just thought it was so cool because it had the blister pack and stuff, which we got a lot of those, but we just ripped them open. For some reason, I left that open for like weeks. But what'd you have for that one?
Oh, well, mine would be kind of like, as I thought, kind of a mix, torn between two. Obviously the, probably the challenge at Hawk River, the first, G.I. Joe I ever got, because it was just so cool with the art around it and the window of him posed. But also, I got the World War II, D-Day G.I. Joe commemorative figure with the, flap lid.
Oh, yeah.
And he was, all proudly displayed with his rifle, and he had, his tent stuff behind him.
That was a cool one. Yeah. And that was the thing for him. I mean, window box, they still make a lot of Joes are in the window kind of format. Some do have the Spider Rendezvous that I just showed you guys in our last video. It's kind of, that's a window box. So, but I think that was an interesting question. No, that one made us think. So thank you, Richard. Last question comes from somebody you guys may have never heard of. Very, very small, never mentioned here.
Yeah, it's Cody from Poplocks 4583.
Did you say Poplocks 4583?
You're right, Daddle.
All
Poplocks
right.
4583.
Get my little Tyrannosaurus Rex arm in there. Cody's question is, and you guys, we want you can answer any of these or tell us what you thought, whatever your favorite question was, but this is a good one. So if you guys have a quick answer for this, put it in the comments, and we'll tell Cody what everybody likes. I mean, he'll probably read it, but Cody's question was, if you could have any vehicle in 1/6 scale, what would it be?
So, I have three because, I love military vehicles and just hardware. So one of my first ones, top of the list, first thing came to mind was it's the MRAP. It's basically the new version to replace the Humvee. It's mine-resistant, armored personnel carrier vehicle, or no, ambush protected.
I had a split quick reaction. My number one thought, because thinking militarily, it was a M113 troop transport vehicle, which is what I tried to do originally with my Sasquatch vehicle. I was going to customize one, but then realized it was easier to have the open. That would be cool. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, any vehicle? It doesn't mean it have to be anything that the Joes would need for, their daily, existence, in the hunt. So I thought, man, I'd really like to have one of my Joes driving around in my first hot rod, a 1970 Chevelle. Candy
I
apple
kind of
red.
saw where you were going with that one.
That would be so cool if my little Brian figure or my Commander or my Sea Adventure could just kind of tool around in a 70 Chevelle, 1970.
See, my other guess for what you were going to say was maybe a 2000 Toyota Corolla.
No. No.
No?
I'd go, you know me, I'd go 2003 minivan
Ah, yeah.
before that, which is almost like the M113 troop transport.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's the equivalent for G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
It transports all of them.
Maybe I'll change my answer. Nah, I'll stick to that. Hey, so that was fun, and it made us think a little bit. We appreciate your questions. We, we had big plans for a lot of filming, but obviously those have been dashed for the time being because of my injury, and of course my wife being ill has kind of set us back too. But so we want to just do a different segment that we could just talk to you guys.
Really, we did this just to show off the Pop Lock shirts.
Yeah, okay. Well, we weren't supposed to tell them that. Yeah, this is just a commercial for Pop Locks. We're just fronting. No, we liked it though. It was fun. It made us think, and he actually had to come down and sit and have conversations with me, which was really fun. So we just sat and talked about toys and stuff. So we'd like to do another one. So if you guys have any other questions for us, put them in the comments down here where it's, all the stuff. You say it this time.
Yeah, so, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Nice. But make sure, give us some more questions, and we'll do another one of these. We'll try and be a little quicker. We probably ran long. I have no idea. But yeah, leave us some more questions. They don't have to be all, like I said, they don't have to be Joe. Ask him about other toys. You can ask about music or movies or, comic books or superheroes.
Just whatever random question pops in your mind.
Just whatever you guys might be curious about us. But that's it. We'll wrap it up there because we probably ran long because it was fun talking.
Should we both do the awkward left-hand salute, though?
No, you can do it normal.
Okay.
You can do it normal.
Actually, should I, though? Because
we're
bump elbows.
Yeah, let's both go left.
Yeah.
All right, so until the next one, guys, a awkward left-handed salute.